Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Helen and we're going to talk fragrances today. So I have 3 samples I want to share with you all. One is quite interesting, a full-size fragrance that is new to me. And I also have 2 fragrances I want to give an update on, which are the Kai fragrances that are newly released. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Just say it, don't hang up on me yet. All right, so the first one we're going to go ahead and dig into is Fig Fever from Hermetica. This was a sample I received from Twisted Lily, and when I sprayed this on paper, I was like, oh my God, this is sweet. This has like a little bit of tartness to it. It has definitely some kind of twang, and when I looked at the notes, it was actually myrrh in there that I was smelling, and I don't know, it just smelled like a mix of like darker fruits. So I'm not going to list all these notes, but blackcurrant, fig, plum, also has some mandarin. It has iris that gives it that powderiness once it dries down. And then it has lily of the valley, myrrh, a lot. When it dries down on paper, it's still sweet, and the iris comes out, and that dense, like darker purple, like fruits, like the darker, like the plums or whatever, comes out, and it just smells amazing. So I was like, I need to get this immediately. So I said, well, let me spray it on me because I don't know what my skin would do with this or how long it would last. So I spray it on me, and 20 minutes in, I'm like, ugh, what is this? And I'm smelling myself, and I was like, oh my God, it did it. Anytime I have a fragrance with plum in it and a mixture with that fig, or plum with something that is a denser or like a smoky kind of like wood, I instantly get like sweet relish, sweet and sour relish, sweet pickles. And that's what I smelled. And I had to wash it off. And I was so upset because on paper, this smelled amazing. So yeah, I don't know. My body doesn't do well with plum. And every plum I think I've ever tried thus far, I get pickles. So yeah, it's a no for me, but it smells so good on paper. I'm just saying. I can still smell it, and this thing smells so good. All right, so we gotta talk a little bit faster. All right, so let's get to the next one. I don't know how to pronounce this one. I think every time I pronounce it different. I say Thameen. I don't think it's Thameen. I think it's Thai. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're going to talk about this one, and I'll put the notes here. So for me, for this fragrance, even though it says unisex in the beginning, that bright and neroli, that sweet burst of like citrus, and there's a flower in here and a berry. They list juniperberry. I smell like neroli, lavender, rosemary, some musk, and some woods. And it doesn't smell like a man's like aftershave or something, but it smells really clean, almost like on the dry down. And I think it's the vetiver and patchouli does this. It reminds me of a more masculine, clean, white button-down shirt. Man, in summer and spring, warm to hot summer. It's even though it has patchouli in it, it's so clean and herbaceous. It just smells like they put a few drops of like some real herbs in here. Okay, I like it. I think it smells better on a man than on me. And it lasted quite a while. Like all day I kept saying, dang, I can still smell this. I can still smell this, for this to have that brightness and that citrus or whatever. But I think it's because of the base, that vetiver, that, what is it, vermouth? How do you say that? That liquor? I think all that keeps it and it sticks to you. So for something clean and bright like this, that'll last on a man like a good couple of hours, like I would say a good work day, this would be good. But you know, females like this too. Like I like vetiver. I think it's the combination of vetiver with patchouli that makes me feel like it leans more masculine. But this is definitely a good one. I actually like that one. Okay, so this is Guitar Paris, and this is Petite Cherie. Refresh my nose, honey, and remind myself of this fragrance because I wore this early yesterday. Okay, so this is another one of those fresh, bright, bam, summer, spring fragrances. Very green with citrus and some florals. Very green. Definitely, this is a female fragrance for me. When I think of femininity and softness and, yeah, and some florals and some mouth-watering fruits. So it says it has peach, it has grass, it has pear, heliotrope, and lilac. Very feminine and like powdery. White, musk, vanilla. This is really good. Also has rose, but very powdery, very, so much so it borderline leans when it dries down. It kind of reminds me of a older fragrance, like in the 90s type of fragrance. So it's very feminine. Like, it's definitely a dress fragrance. I like this. It's really good. I don't know if I ever found it like at a good price or something. I would probably get it because it's very feminine, but it would be a spring scent for me. I think the those powdery notes being mixed together, that heliotrope and lavender is like, it's there. It's not lavender, it's lilac. Yeah, I would definitely wear this in spring. I don't know if this would get cloying in summer, but I'm just going to put this on my tray and just try to wear it on a warmer day and see what happens. But yeah, this is a beautiful fragrance too. I mean, spring, there are so many options for spring and summer now with these fragrances that are coming out. Some new fragrances. I noticed that the commercial, the ad with Idris and his wife was a beautiful combination. I love that. Black love. I love it. And what is it? Eternity Calvin Klein. I was like, okay, Calvin Klein. So the bottle looks aquatic, but I think they said the notes were like lavender and coconut, that type of thing, which, you know, I like coconut and I absolutely love lavender and fragrances. But to me, that's more spring or more relaxing, more chill like fragrance. I don't know. I have to get my nose on it to see if the fragrance even mimics what the commercial is giving. I don't know, but it seemed like it would be more of a cleaner fragrance. So let me know if you smelled it yet, but I would have smelled that. All right, so let's get to this next one. All right, this next one is from Justbox. And this one is called Spring Dance. And this is their packaging. And this is what their packaging looks like. So let's go ahead and get into this fragrance. I see these bottles online all the time, and I'm like, yeah, they look pretty cool. You know, this is just the card that comes inside, and of course, it has some information on the back about the fragrance. And I want to get into this one. So I didn't think I would like this fragrance. I'm gonna tell you from the beginning, from just reading. Well, I read the notes, and I think I felt like it would be okay. Like this will just be like, it's okay. Let's just see if we can add something new for spring type of fragrance. Okay, of course I can get this back in here. All right, so let me pull up the notes on this one as well. So the information on Hermetica says it is a white floral. It is aromatic, fresh, spicy, citrus, and musky. And I kept saying, I don't know. So at the top it has grapefruit, rosemary, jasmine, sunbok, honeysuckle, musk, and amber. Y'all, this is so pretty. It says for men and women. This is very pretty, very fresh, and green, and aquatic, yes, but that rosemary. Yeah, it is so bright and clean. Like, this is like one of the ultimate cleaning fragrances. When I think of like white shirts like that, that's kind of like what it smells like to me. It's so bright at the beginning. There is so much lemon, and it's got to be another citrus. What did they say? It's grapefruit. It's grapefruit. So it's not lemon. It's grapefruit. That's why it's so tart with that rosemary in the beginning. But then you get this very sweet honeysuckle and a burst of white flowers. Like, it's a lot. I don't know if the white flowers and I don't know if the amber at the base, when it starts to tone down some, is enough for men. Because I know a lot of guys like the rosemary, like I said, lavender, and they're like brighter citrus, more fresher fragrances. I know women would probably enjoy this fragrance. I feel like more because of the honeysuckle. I don't know, but this is so good and clean. Like, I could see both people wearing this. Like, I could see y'all going out in the day, and y'all smelling good, and y'all smell fresh and clean, like fresh out the shower, clean and bright. And this is not one that fades quickly. Like, this lasts on me. Okay, definitely sprayed too much. But anyway, this is how strong this fragrance is. So it is a floral musk fragrance. Heavy on the musk, heavy on the floral. and dense on the citrus. I'm talking about dense on the citrus. This is a really good fragrance. Him or her. I think the rosemary and that amber carries it over so that he can enjoy it with the citrus, bright. Just smells like sunshine, right? And I think the women would enjoy and appreciate the added aspect of the Sungl jasmine and the honeysuckle. This is good. Y'all, this is so good. Sweet citrus floral musky fragrance. So let me know if you tried it or will you try it. There's a few other ones that they have listed. I'm thinking about trying now. It just looks like a record player at the top. It's so cool. And this is the actual bottle. So this will be one I probably pull for and play with in spring for sure. Or I can actually start wearing it now. It has heated up quite a bit here in Texas now. All right, so shout out to Twisted Lily for sending those over for me to test and try and enjoy. I thoroughly appreciate them. Yeah, I just like trying fragrances. We all know this, and I'm just trying to be more mindful of the fragrances I'm adding to my collection. And this one right here is a good one. All right, let's go ahead and move on over to what I'm thinking about Kai fragrances, the 2 that he's added recently to his lineup on his website. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Soul Sister. And this is a beautiful fragrance. I actually like this fragrance. And this is from Kai Fragrances. As you see, your girl enjoyed this one last week. All right, so it has bergamot green tea. It has marshmallow, Arabian jasmine, rose absolute, patchouli, sandalwood, and musk. This is a very pretty feminine fragrance. Girl next door. Just very clean, pretty, soft girl era fragrance. Yeah, so it just says this fragrance is more than just a scent. It's a celebration of individuality, strength, and the beauty of embracing one's true self. With Soul Sister, every woman can embrace her inner goddess and exude the timeless allure of a true queen. Y'all, this is good. So this is very pretty, and I found myself wearing this at least 3 times last week. Yeah, it's sweet. I don't know. It says, I'm telling y'all, it's the green tea and marshmallow. It's the green tea and marshmallow. This is so good. I really like this. I tried to wear this with something else too. And it was, what's the one with the cotton candy? One that he has. And that was so good. I don't even remember how long it lasted on my skin. I just remember kept saying, oh my goodness, I smell so good. I would say about a good, 5 hours, maybe 4.5, 5 hours. Not one of those denser fragrances, but it gave me what I needed for where I was wearing it. So definitely check this out if you're interested. I see on here he has, I don't know what this is, $25 for a 15 ml, and it looks like a spray, doesn't look like a roller ball. So definitely check him out. All right, so the next one is Son of a Gun. I see the 10 mils already sold out, but the full fragrance is still available, and it's only $45, honey. He also has shop pay, so if you need to go ahead and try to pay him for, whatever, get you a couple of them fragrances on this site. So the bottle does not look like this. These are just his bottles he sent out for people to sniff and try. But this one has notes of coffee, warm pastry, incense, vanilla musk. I wore this last night. I've worn this a couple times. I don't know if y'all can do it. Y'all see that line? Yeah. Okay, so I like this one a lot. I like this one better than Soul Sister. I have to say, Soul Sister is very feminine, and she's me on some days, but this is me like most of the days. Anything that smells like coffee and warm and vanilla, I'm very addicted to it. So yesterday I wore this, and one of the guys was like, oh my God, you smell so good. You smell like, he just kept saying, you smell warm. You smell warm. Like he couldn't even, in his mind, say what it was. Another guy say, is that vanilla? Is that vanilla? Like, what else is it? And I was just like, I'll tell y'all later, whatever. Y'all figure it out. So finally I told him it was coffee, vanilla, like a pastry, like whatever. And the guy was like, well, dang. He was like, I just kept smelling you every time you passed by. He was like, what is that? And yeah, this is a good one. I do not like spraying his fragrances on paper at all, because I feel like the paper absolutely does nothing for his fragrances. But y'all, this is good. This is the same coffee and vanilla he has used in previous Kai fragrances, the Kofi line. I'm telling you that whatever that oil he used, that coffee oil, that is a good one. That's a good one. And I can see people trying this fragrance and saying they would like this as a home scent come like February, fall or whatever. I could definitely see this as a home scent, a candle burning, a vessel with like wicks or something like that. Those little sticks or whatever you call it. I can definitely see this as a home scent. But this is good. I smell so good. Yesterday, a couple of days last week, my trade was like, are you going to use the rest of us? Or are you going to still keep using the same thing over and over? Yeah, so definitely check him out. He also has discovery sets if you're interested. Yeah. And if you're looking for sample of fragrances that are hard to get, like niche fragrances, definitely check out Twisted Lily. They always have a ton of like samples and unique fragrances that are niche that you probably won't see like on the discount markets or something like that, and they're just still at a better price, right? And definitely check them out and see what they have. You just never know. I will put the link down below if you're interested. Make sure you're using my code if you decide to check out of anything, check out or purchase anything from Twisted Lily. And once again, thank you, Twisted Lily, for sending this fragrance over to me. I appreciate you. That is Justbox. Yes, this is what spring something. Spring dance. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one. I'm just saying. That other one was strong, child. I have sprayed way too many different fragrances. But, all right. So, thank you all for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate you all. You know that anyway. Make sure you comment down below and let me know what your fragrance is for today. Or maybe, possibly, let me know your thoughts on the eternity with Calvin Klein. I was like, oh, okay. Y'all look sexy. What's going on here? Let me know. Let's chat about it. I'll see you on the next video. Peace and blessings.